was chatting to a kid the other day.
Was ya? Why?
Yeah.
Was it your kid?
No,
Oh.
I work in a school, you see.
Oh, yeah.
And they called me old.
I think I know why he called you old.
You're not going to believe why they called me old.
Go on, why?
Because I wear a watch.
What the hell's wrong with kids today, man?
Well, they said to me, why do you want to walk around with a time on your wrist when you got a phone?
Unbelievable. I never thought we'd get to the stage in life where we are old
For wearing a watch. And I was thinking about that, right?
Yeah.
And that's probably like us when we were nippers, looking at the old boys that had the little pocket watches. And you'd be like, why are you wearing a watch in your pocket when you can have it on your wrist?
That's a very good point. You know, it's a funny thing as you get older because do you ever do that thing where you wake up in the middle of the night and go, I'm 46. Well, you won't because you're not 46,
Not
but I
46
am.
yet.
I can't believe I'm 46. That's ridiculous.
Bonkers.
What happened?
Oh, do you know what? Right, I've got one for you. This will scare you.
Go on.
When we were nippers, back in the 80s, right? If you reverse the clock 35 years...
Yeah.
35 years...
35 years.
1945, end of the war.
What do you mean?
Well, when I was a kid, that seemed like a really long time ago. Reverse the clock 35 years from now.
Oh, I see what you mean, yeah.
Where would you be?
1990. 1990? I don't know.
So us talking about the 90s is like the olds talking about the war.
Yeah, I suppose it is, really. Yeah. I mean, I know what I was doing back then, and I was playing with cars very similar to this Marde Cobra here, and loving every minute of it. And do you know what? My dad used to be... my dad is a reason why I do this, because as kids, right, he used to be an electrician. He's not around anymore, but he used to be an electrician and then work really hard, right? And then the weekends, it was me, my brother and my dad, and we would go racing. We would get our cars ready to go racing, and that was our thing. And around the track, it was really grassroots back then. Around the track were other dads with their kids. Do you know what I mean? And it was a good vibe. And I always remember my dad's, he always used to seem like, on the way home, a bit more chirpy, a bit more happy. And I think it's because he was meeting some of his mates while we were all there as well, you know.
And do you know what? That's what I get out of racing now. I think race nights really. I know we say, oh, we only get 4 minutes of racing times 3, and for a whole night out we only get 20 minutes on the track or whatever. But you know, it's more than that, isn't it?
Yes.
It is definitely more than that, because it's actually catching up with a pal, meeting up with mates, like-minded people, the banter, little bit of having a laugh, and just, I need it. After the day at work or week at work, I need to get out, meet up with people and play with my cars.
I totally agree. And it's a big thing, innit? Like mental health, men's mental health, basically. Yeah, all right, that's everybody's mental health, but you know, us blokes, we don't really sit down, do we, and talk about our feelings and things like that, yeah. So for us, getting out with these things, because I'm not into football, I've probably said it on the channel before. All right, England are playing. I do like to keep up to date with what's going on there, but other than that, I ain't bothered. I'm not interested in football, you know. So
this is my these are my football boots here. It's an odd pair, but
it's an odd pair of football boots you got there.
But you know what?
What?
Got myself some new laces today.
What do you mean?
To make myself feel better for my boots. Do you want to see them?
Yeah, go on then.
Look at them.
They're good, aren't they? So Schumacher are banging out the old... Hey, we know how they make them, don't we? Because we went to the factory.
We went to the factory and we saw them make the yellow ones.
That's
but
really
they just brought out orange ones. Look at that.
Hey, we should save these for a special race day.
Well, do you know what? You can have them.
Oh.
Hopefully, I'll put a smile on your face.
That has already put a smile on my face. I think I'm going to use these at Maybe our Pop Along GP or something like that.
Or the Charged RC.
Charged RC.
I bought myself
Blackpool.
some as well.
What'd you get?
I got pink ones.
Well, you like pink, don't you?
I do. Yeah. So, got some coloured wheels. Put a smile on my face.
That's put a smile. Do you know what? Somebody come up to me, right, talking about putting smiles on faces. The last round of the Iconic Cup that we did, I had somebody come up to me and he says to me that our channel puts a smile on his face.
There you go.
It helps him out a little bit. It's good, isn't it? So we meet lots of people who say, "Oh, we like what you're doing. It's all right." And we just, all we ever wanted to do was promote the hobby and make it grow and let you guys know how cool this thing is, right?
Yeah. How to race, where to race, what to race, those sort of things. What we didn't anticipate is actually some of the people getting into racing. It's almost turn their lives around, doesn't it?
It sounds weird, but it's given...
Met new friends and things like that. Yeah. Actually, if you think about it, how many new mates have we got since starting off this channel?
A lot of new pals, which is really, really good.
And because we do so many different classes, we got pals at the Iconic, we got pals at Lake Buzzard, at Aylesbury, over at Milton Keynes, DMS, we've got mates over at Stevenage, we've got mates... Pockets of mates all over the place. We've got mates
all over the show, ain't we?
It's all good.
But no, I think it needed to be said. We needed to do a video on the whole mental health game. But listen, we all have our bad times, don't we? I think the age that we're at, certainly me, the age that I'm at, I don't want to bang on about it too much. You know what I mean?
Don't do it.
No, I'm gonna. The age that we're at, no, seriously, the age that we're at, mortgage, children, wife, bills, but the list goes on, right? It can be quite stressful, can't it? And I think that this RC obsession, hobby, sport, whatever you want to call it, is very much needed. I know for me, for you, and a lot of those lovely people out there as well. So
definitely
keep it up. But if you are struggling and all that sort of stuff, talk to somebody. We'll put a link in the description below of some phone numbers perhaps you might want to call. And maybe some certain RC-related mental health groups and things like that.
Yeah, there's a good one on Facebook where people can share bits and bobs, isn't there? We've been following them for a while. But I say, this kind of was our saviour during the COVID years, wasn't it? It was. It's what we got. It got us out of the houses. It got us out doing the hobby again, and I owe quite a lot to RC, I think.
Yeah, I think we both do, mate.
So all this money we're spending is actually priceless.
I agree, which means we must spend more.
Good deal.
Okay. You say you obviously work in schools. Well, we both work in schools, don't we?
We do.
And lately I have been asked to pilot, if you like, a RC workshop. I haven't got any footage of it because we can't take cameras into schools and all that sort of stuff, which is fair enough, right? So, but I will try and get some photos and stuff. I get permission. And that's been going really well. I have a group of young people once a week, and sometimes I take the crawlers in, sometimes I take the little drift cars in and the buggies and stuff, and they make tracks and they learn how to maintain the cars, and there's loads of cool stuff that I do, and it's really, really helped some of those kids as well. They need to improve their social skills and their resilience and their self-esteem and things like that. So there is definitely something in this for not only us oldies but some of the younger generation as well.
It's about educating the next generation. I've talked about... I actually did a STEM talk, it's called.
STEM?
Yeah. Science, technology, engineering, mathematics.
What do you know about
I think
mathematics?
It's actually called STEAM now.
STEAM?
Science, technology, engineering, art and mathematics. STEAM.
Nice.
Anyway, I did a talk to GCSE and A-level students on RC cars and manufacture and how designs change. And I took a whole load of cars in, set them up in a tech lab, and they were asking questions and pointing at stuff, and I pretended I knew what I was talking about.
It's good.
It's good.
That's really good. Did they fall asleep?
They didn't fall asleep. They're fascinated. Yeah. I actually took the armour. What was that big armour we had? That
Italian.
No, bigger than that. Outcast
Oh, that
AS
thing.
monster thing.
EXB.
They were like, whoa.
Yeah, that thing was
I
nuts,
started
wasn't
off with, I think it was this one actually, the Lay Down 3, and they were like, oh, that's really nice. And then I literally pulled that out, chucked it on the table, and they were like, wow. It's like the other day when I took my father-in-law out with the cars, and honestly, he's been going, he wants to come out again and play. He absolutely loved it the other day.
That's good.
And he's in his 70s, and
Yeah,
he was like, that's so good.
Yeah.
He used to run that sort of stuff
The
back
old
in the
stuff,
day.
yeah, he did, and he had a good. He liked the high quality RC stuff.
He
didn't
did,
he?
yes. Which I've inherited.
You have inherited that. So
I've got some nice toys.
That's for another video.
That is for another video.
But anyway, there you go. Hey, we've got some other videos to shoot, haven't we? We better get on with it. But listen, if you like what you see, like, subscribe, hit the old ding dong bell, and we might see you. You never know. Trackside soon.